Hello folks, hope you're doing well. It's very, very late. I'm going to go to bed soon. But I was just thinking about stuff and I thought I should actually do a video while I'm talking to God about this really. Look, anyone who's listened to videos where I'm being completely honest, you can hear that there's an awful lot of frustration, even rage in me about it. And I need to make it completely clear. The rage isn't against anyone in particular. It's not against the people in the church now. Not at all. It really isn't. It's not against them. It's about the situation, really. Yeah. And the fact that most of the people in church think that's okay, the situation. They don't really care about it. And again, I'm not angry with them because, not only are they where they are, but they've been taught that that's okay. It doesn't really matter. But it does so much. It just matters so much. Because if you're talking about the people out there that don't have God, you're talking about the people out there that are struggling and suffering right now, that don't have God. And the fact that we could start getting things sorted so that people could start coming in at least and receiving God. But we're not. We're just doing that thing I said recently, carrying on regardless. And yeah, there's a rage in me about that. Yeah. When I'm speaking to God about it, that comes out. And I feel that coming out. And sometimes when I think that when I'm speaking to God about what I would say to people if I was invited to speak to a church, sometimes it's completely, rage. We just had that time when most people's hope was completely crushed. People are desperate for hope. The only place they're going to find it is with the people of God. And so when I come across like the one earlier, those songs, that song, Open the Eyes of My Heart, it's not a bad song. For personal worship, it's a perfectly good song for personal worship. But in a church, to be so inward, for a church, no. It isn't right for a church. It's right for personal worship. Brilliant. Because that's you worshipping the Lord personally. So when the song's singing I, which that song is, I want to see you, I want to see you, I want to see you. That verse, those words are, 20 times? You sing that? Those words? About 20 times? I. It's personal. It shouldn't be in the church at all. The people in charge of worship don't know anything at all. Oh, and it's annoying. Really annoying. Why are they in charge of worship if they don't know anything? It's not their fault. But why are they in charge of it? It's absolutely mad. So you can't blame the people themselves. If they don't understand, then they shouldn't have been put in charge, should they? Yeah? Well, it's like if a business puts a complete utter moron in charge of the business and it collapses. Can you blame the moron? No, the owner put the moron in charge. I'm not saying the people in charge of worship are morons. I'm simply saying, if the people in charge put someone else in charge of something that isn't qualified in any way, shape or form to be in charge, it's not that person's fault. It's the people who made that decision saying, you're in charge of that. Yeah? Like in the last church, that church just down around here, the Pentecostal Church. The people who said to Manuel, that bloke, you're in charge of everything. It's not his fault. It's their fault. They're idiots to say that to him. Absolute idiots to say that. They don't know anything about churches or what God wants to do with the church. It's the wrong people in charge, obviously. But who said they should be in charge? Yeah? So if you think about it, you can blame that person or that person or that person or that person or that person. Different people all the time. There's no point blaming anyone. But that's annoying as well. If you can blame someone, okay. Because you can be angry at that person, but you can't do that. It's not one person at all. You can't blame God. God didn't leave us, it was the other way. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I said to God earlier, am I supposed to be the son of rage or something? Because that seems to be the way I can be sometimes. Certainly when because it just people say I love the Lord. They say all of that with words, but with actions they don't. As I said earlier, do we really care about the church or the people outside? Do we care about them? Do we care enough about it? No. No, we don't. We don't care enough. Oh. But you can't say to someone, it's your pot. It's your... Oh, yeah. No. So there you go. It is what it is. Again, earlier I said to the Lord, I'm so sorry. It's your church, and I'm so sorry about your church now, because it's so dodgy now. And I'm sorry I'm not ready to help. That's another point of the frustration, isn't it? If I was ready to help, then maybe I could do something. Maybe I could help. But at this moment in time, obviously I'm not ready yet. And so, as I say, with these people, I feel for the people. I'm not angry with the people at all. I'm angry with the situation. I wish I was at a point where I could help, where God could use me to, and to speak the words that could set these people free from this, where they could come into understanding of truth, an understanding of who they are. And who God is. About the appointment to, the point of being led by God. And the power of that. And if you don't do that, you're absolutely useless. If you don't let God lead you, you're absolutely useless to other people. You can't really help people if you're not being led by God. It's bed time now. It's only 12:30 a.m. I mean, the reality is there's nothing I can do to get ready any sooner than I can be ready. That's the truth of it, really. There's no... I wish I could. If I could, I would. But I don't think there's anything I can do. It's God's timing, isn't it, really? He told me in around 2000, no, it's not your time. He hasn't told me yet that it is my time. So therefore, until he does, there's nothing I can do. But until then, I have to hope that God is getting me ready. So there you go. I'll probably speak to you tomorrow. God bless. Speak to you later. Bye bye.